Now, there was one point where we did, I think it might have been our very first podcast where we talked about Godzilla versus Gamera.
Oh,
Right.
Oh,
And I'm just curious what your thoughts would be about this, Robertsons.
yes, yes.
Because
And don't look at each other. I want to know what.
Okay, I'm
Because
right.
I know you guys have these little things. You look at each other and no,
you're
don't
like,
look.
You're like an umpire. Like
Yes.
you got this Godzilla code that you give each other.
I mean, these two, they're so precious. They're so cute, and they do little Godzilla scenes, and I love them. But I think they're like giving each other signals. So just look straight at the mic.
Okay. All
What
right.
do you think, Godzilla, Gamera?
This is a complex question because
Well,
It is.
Right.
Well, it's kind of straightforward.
so let's balance some factors here. We
Okay.
have Showa, Heisei, and Millennium Godzilla, and we have Showa, Heisei, and Millennium Gamera.
Oh, okay.
So I would say Showa Godzilla beats Showa Gamera,
Mm-hmm.
Heisei Gamera beats Heisei Godzilla,
Wow.
and Millennium Godzilla takes a pretty infantized.
Yeah, that Gamera
Millennium
doesn't.
Gamera. That doesn't even
yeah.
count.
He just gets slaughtered. He
Yeah.
just-
Now, Ben, can you just kind of explain a little bit what those terms mean
For our listeners.
Some of the few of our listeners who may not know what that is.
Phew.
Japan is separated into a series of eras which encompass any number of factors in there. It would be a political regime, or
Mhm.
in this case, the Showa era of films would be the Godzilla and Gamera films of the
60s.
and 70s.
Right.
And the Heisei films would be the films of the 80s and 90s. And I would say, Gamera had a pretty big 180 with the Heisei films.
Yeah.
It actually made that character much more complex and interesting and
Became
powerful.
darker and more
Yeah.
serious.
More
Yeah.
ballsy.
Yeah.
More ballsy.
Yeah, though I will say, if we focused in on one Showa Gamera, I would say if you maybe took the Gamera from Gamera versus Barugan,
Mm-hmm.
which is
Okay.
a very dark,
Strange.
strange movie, and it has like no child protagonist.
Right.
Mhm.
It actually, I would honestly say, to give Dai Studios a little plug, I actually think 1966 was the 1 year of the Showa era where they actually beat Toho.
Huh.
Because
Really?
even though Toho has War of the Gargantuas,
Oh yeah.
and even though they have Godzilla versus the Sea Monster,
Uh-huh.
you got to think Dai had the 3 Daimajin films and Gamera
Ah.
versus Barugan, which I'd say are superior films to,
Well,
to the Toho films.
I do
personally-
love
The
that.
Gene film.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
see, I love that sea monster.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's a good one.
see,
It's a good.
no.
Which I always thought was a lobster, but I guess actually it's a shrimp.
It's a
right?
shrimp.
It is.
Either way, it's no good.
Okay.
Sorry.
Well,
Giant
okay.
shrimp.
Okay.
Exactly.
I see. Okay. Nadia, Godzilla, Gamera. Don't look at him.
Wow.
Don't look at her. Don't look at her.
No pressure.
I mean, on a totally personal level, I'm a Godzilla girl.
Yeah.
I mean, grew up on Godzilla. I mean, I didn't even know about Gamera until I met Ben. So that's still, fairly, in my Godzilla lifetime, that is still very, very fresh for me.
Yeah.
So, but, logistically wise, I mean, you've got turtle, which has limitations in its own body. It has a
Yes.
shell,
Mhm.
but it also, its balance is distributed weird. It has
Yeah.
its short little legs. They relatively have similar powers. They both can fly in some way.
Yes. Yes.
They both have
No, no,
fire
no,
power in
Matt,
some way.
let her talk.
I'm gonna let her finish.
They have similar comparable powers, but I think just physically Godzilla would overwhelm him.
Yes. Yes.
He's got the big tail.
Yes.
He's got more going for
He
him.
has that atomic breath. Is it fire? Just
Right.
Get rid of
Atomic.
fire.
It's like
Tom-
rock, paper, scissors. I'm pretty sure atomic beats fire.
Totally.
Just
Nadia, I
basic
am
level.
I am with you 100%. Godzilla, I don't care about Heisei or what you say. I would say Godzilla would kick Gamera. Well, you know what? He wouldn't necessarily kick Gamera's ass, but he would beat Gamera.
I think he would, but we're forgetting, Gamera is a friend to all children.
What does that mean?
Children would get revenge.
Exactly.
Did you ever see children?
Generations
The
of revenge.
kids would come back in the middle of the night and they would get Godzilla.
No,
Yes.
no. See, that's ridiculous, Matt.
It's not ridiculous.
It is ridiculous. What? A bunch of kids would band together and try to kill a giant monster? No, that's not. No.
There's a movie there.
Out of
I'm telling
many,
you.
we are one.
I'm just
Look,
look.
no, look. Let me tell you something.
Okay.
Let me tell you something
Yeah.
about Gamera.
Yeah,
All right. If
tell
I
me.
could for a minute.
Sure.
Gamera has. Not only does he has fire breath fire. We don't know what that breath is. It looks
It's
like
fire.
fire. It looks
Fire.
like fire, but that's just the special effects that they had.
Yeah.
So it could have radioactive properties or something like that. And
Well, what a
Radioactive fire.
okay.
Yeah.
Also,
What else?
okay,
What else?
no, but don't.
Keep going.
Let's say he has fire.
Okay.
He also has a shell, and the whole balance thing. He's a turtle. He knows how to walk. He has his own balance.
Waddle at best.
Oh.
Yes. Yes.
But wait a
Waddle.
But he can fly.
And he can fly. And Godzilla, I'm sorry, cannot fly.
I agree
That
with
one
this.
little scene
Okay,
in
no.
Smog Monster.
He
Yes.
propels himself. He can
Yes.
propel
Yeah,
himself.
yes.
He knows
That's-
across the whole field, though.
So you're
That's
asking
great.
her to
You know what that's
discount
called?
her
That-
favorite Godzilla.
Sean, that's called flying.
No. Oh, so it's flying if I jump out a window and I fly down.
No, first of all, Godzilla didn't fly down. He flew across
It was
a giant
bullshit.
field.
That is-
No,
Horizontal.
Matt,
true.
do you remember the film?
Horizontal.
Do you remember the film?
I do remember the film, and I remember he didn't go that far.
He went very
He
far.
went
Yeah.
across a whole field.
Wait,
Wow,
Like
a
a
whole
giant,
field.
a giant canyon.
wait, you guys are
Gamera
talking about.
flies across continents, blowing fire out every orifice.
He can fly down.
Now that in and of itself, just how disturbing that is.
Uh-huh.
That would throw Godzilla off his game a little bit.
Okay, so
what did I just see?
Are you saying that Gamera in all three of these eras would beat Godzilla in each one of these eras? Is that
we're
what you're
missing.
saying?
We're missing one. I'm now leaning more towards Showa, but
The first
That's-
series of films
yes.
in the 60s.
and that Gamera I think would win because there's one thing that we're all forgetting here,
What's that?
except me,
Oh, okay.
and that
Please
is
enlighten us.
that Gamera had these recuperative powers.
Hmm.
He would always be on the brink of death,
That's true. He got the shit beat out of
underwater,
him. Right.
bleeding,
Yeah.
and he would come back.
And
Okay.
he'd grow a new arm.
He would
Yeah,
grow
right.
a new arm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's true.
And
Godzilla loses his
no,
arm.
no.
They call him Stump.
Okay. No. Let's back up a little bit. You see what you just said? You said when Gamera has the shit kicked out of him, he goes and jumps into the water so he can get his little arm
You
growing.
ever watch Ali?
Hey,
You ever watch Ali?
Hey, no, that's not what I'm saying. What I'm
That's
saying.
what I'm saying.
Well, but you see, no,
Ali would take a beating and then come back and beat the shit out of someone.
Godzilla is tougher. He has more stamina. He is stronger. He has the atomic breath.
How many times has he come back from the dead?
Let's
From the dead.
And in fairness, I will say, Godzilla has beaten more powerful monsters.
Yes.
I would say King
Yes.
Ghidorah
Yes.
is much
Yeah.
more powerful
Right,
than
right.
Gauss, for instance.
Gauss.
There is a fair
I
point
could
of
take on
comparison.
Gauss.
See,
I'm gonna write that
if we
down.
wanted to make the best comparison, there is one person we can look towards, and that's Shusuke Kaneko, because he is the one
He's dead to
person.
me.
Well, that's true. He is a son of a bitch,
And
but
who is he?
he is the one person who has directed both a Godzilla and a Gamera film. He made the three Heisei Gamera films, and he made Godzilla, Mothra, King Ghidorah.
Jim K.
He's awesome.
That's right.
Which I love.
And if you'll notice, that's the one instance where Godzilla and Gamera are comparable height and size.
Yes.
Right, they're a little
Right.
smaller
Yeah.
than their earlier incarnations.
Right.
And that is one of the meanest, baddest Godzillas.
And I think that Godzilla would kill Kaneko's
Totally.
Gamera. So
I think I agree with
ultimately,
you there.
he is.
I agree with you.
That
there.
is
Yeah.
actually one of the most threatening,
That's a frightening
fearful.
Godzilla.
yeah,
That's
yeah.
a real monster.
Yeah,
Oh,
no,
totally,
I
yeah.
totally agree with you. I mean, he and I love some of the monsters in that movie. I mean, Baragon literally gets his face basically stomped, and I love that monster. And every time he tries to crawl away, and Godzilla pulls him back. Let me kill you.
well, that's why
Lord."
it's such a great movie.
Oh
It's
my
like there's
gosh.
10 minutes left, and Godzilla's already killed everybody. It's
Yeah.
like, oh yeah,
Yeah.
Mothra's dead, Ghidorah's
Yeah.
dead. It's
No, I mean, for brute force, yes, Godzilla would probably win at every situation.
Yes.
But this is the point I made when we first had this discussion.
Yeah.
Gamera, as you were saying, is a friend of children, cannot lose because he's never lost. He could not lose
That's a fair point.
in a movie.
Now, what do you mean he
God-
cannot?
God- there-
what do you
there's
mean
a
he
certain-
can't lose?
There's a certain ambivalence about Godzilla being a friend or a foe, and sometimes Godzilla does not come out.
No.
But Gamera has to come out ahead because he is not an evil monster. He's not
No.
as big of a threat.
Right.
He's a defender of the earth,
Yeah.
defender of children.
Yeah.
And for that reason alone, if you look at the big picture,
He's a hero.
He's a hero.
Yeah.
And
He'll fight harder.
And as far as the filmmakers are concerned, as
Yeah.
far as the legends of these monsters are concerned,
Yeah.
Gamera cannot lose. It might be a stalemate, but
No
I don't
stalemate.
think that they would allow Gamera to lose.
Okay, okay.
James Jonas Meckens?
No. This is what I want to tell you. No, and I brought this up too. The reason why, because you say, oh, Gamera's always victorious, and it's like, and sometimes, gee, Godzilla really, I'm not really sure he won.
Yes.
You know why? Because Godzilla didn't care. He didn't give a shit.
No.
That's why. And the funny thing, you bring that up. It's like, oh, if you look at the monsters that Gamera fought, they're nothing compared to something like Ghidra or Gigan. They're nothing. They're
Well, look, if Godzilla-
no. And those Godzilla would really kick Gamera's ass. It doesn't matter that Gamera's a friend of children, which I can respect and admire. but still, I'm sorry, James. I disagree. I think if those two monsters came head to head and Godzilla, and if it was GMK monster and Godzilla,
That's
it
fair.
would just
That's
wouldn't,
exception for me.
James,
That
it wouldn't
one.
and it wouldn't
Yeah.
necessarily sweep the floor with Gamera. You don't understand. It's like there would be a big battle, but I still think Gamera would lose.
Well, look, as far as like the narrative reality, if you're actually in the movie scenario, yes, I agree. Godzilla would probably kick Gamera's ass. But in the reality scenario, where you're looking where you're looking at the statistics of these films,
I take back what I said earlier.
Oh, no, Gamera's never lost. Godzilla's lost. End of story.
Wait,
Okay,
wait,
wait,
when did Godzilla lose? When did Godzilla lose?
King Kong versus Godzilla.
Oh, did he?
Oh.
See,
No,
see,
okay, but
oh.
Mothra versus Godzilla, and that's my
Yeah.
favorite one.
And
It's my favorite one, but he
again,
loses.
but I go back to he didn't
And
care.
that movie
He
Godzilla
didn't-
loses.
No, anyway, he didn't give
And
a shit.
Godzilla
He
loses
didn't care.
again.
He didn't care. I think if push came to shove and you told Godzilla, you got to go back and finish this off. He'd go, all right.
Yeah.
Wow.
And so he lost because he didn't want it enough.
He was done. He was
He was
Larry,
done.
yeah.
Larry, you know what? If you're
He
talking-
lost to a moth.
He has no obligation.
Well, in fairness, he lost to two
children.
caterpillars.
And if you're,
Yeah.
if
He
you're
was
talking
worse.
about
Pretty pathetic.
if you're talking about the Showa era, you
Yeah.
know what? Actually, Gamera could just grab Godzilla by the tail, fly into space, and throw Godzilla into space. Because Gamera,
Drop him
what
into
does
the
that
sun.
mean?
Gamera
What does that
traveled
mean?
back and forth
That's
to
true.
planets.
Yeah.
Godzilla, he just
Oh.
throw Godzilla into deep space, and he'd be floating.
Oh,
forever.
But that'd be okay.
so Gamera has that kind of intelligence. Oh, I think I'll just grab this monster and throw him out.
And you would have a great
Oh,
theme
yeah.
song playing in
You
the
know,
background.
no,
too.
no.
It's okay because Godzilla would be able to fly back.
He would. Nadia, back me up
He would
here.
gently come back down to Earth.
And what he would do is he would blow his atomic breath. Maybe we're spending too much time on this, but he would blow his atomic breath at Gamera. Gamera would get hurt, go out in outer space, and he would, and because you're in outer space now, Godzilla would shoot his atomic breath and make his way back to
Yeah,
Earth.
go 15
Yes.
feet.
Yeah.
And then,
Although, in fairness
15
to
feet.
Larry, we know Godzilla could survive on Planet X.
We
That's
do.
true.
We
Yeah, but
do.
was there an atmosphere on that planet though?
Yeah, we don't know. We don't
'Cause
know.
They arrived in the bubble from
That's
the
true.
flying saucers,
That is
then they
true.
landed and opened up the bubble.
No.
and they were released.
Touche.
You don't know.
Now the bubble was actually, it was more like to trap him. It wasn't necessary to
No, it's just to transport.
No, it's
him.
yeah, but to trap him. It's
And
not
we're
like
there.
to protect him in outer space. It's just to like trap
But
him.
Carry
it entrapped the air from Earth in the bubble to get to the planet, and then release the bubble, and then they're on the planet. If the planet didn't have an atmosphere, sure, but if it did, we don't know.
Like a
we have to we have
That's
to
a
ask
good
the
point.
Planet X expert.
like a Minton package. Mike,
Yeah,
right,
exactly.
So basically, do we feel
I'm
here?
kind of drawn.
No.
kind of
Are you
torn?
torn?
I'm kind of
It's
torn.
a little situational, man.
Okay, because we're throwing a bunch of situations.
conditional.
I think the pendulum is swinging a little towards the Godzilla side. That's what I hear.
Because that's your opinion.
No.
And listeners out there, we'd like to hear what you guys think.
I
too.
do. I
Oh,
do.
Yeah.
Okay, because this is a really good one. Godzilla, Gamera, who would win?
Yeah.
It's a classic, yeah.
It's an age-old question.
All right.